Warm Sunday afternoon here in a penultimate NPL Victoria men's clash between an informed St Albans Saints and a visiting Green Gully Soccer Club, coming to you live from Churchill Reserve, all thanks to NPL Victoria on YouTube. My name is Alex Sifkarowski. Joining me in a commentary box this afternoon is the lovely Katie Lambeski. Welcome, Katie.
Afternoon, everyone. Afternoon, Alex. Looking forward to this one all week. This is a fantastic way to start to end the penultimate, or to finish off the penultimate round of the NPL Victoria season. A Western derby, if you will, a red-hot St Albans Dynamo, if you will, as well. Green Gully looking to end their season, to start to end their season on a positive note. Have had some injuries, have had some challenges, and they're coming up against a really confident Dynamo outfit. So I'm looking forward to see how this plays out over the next couple of hours with you today.
Well, it's been an interesting season for both these sides. 4 weeks ago, you would safely say that Dynamo were looking at being relegated back down to VPL 1. But it's a change of events for Cam Watson's side. They have hit their strides very later in the season, winning 4 in a row, and against good quality opposition too. They won 1-0 against Heidelberg, 3-2 over the Magic, 1-0 against Oakley, and 1-0 against Thunder last week. And with Manningham obviously losing yesterday, they have secured their sort of position in the Premier competition in Victoria for another season. For Gully though, well, their season went from hopes of playing finals football, unfortunately with some serious injuries to their lineups and key players. They certainly, Katie, will be disappointed at where their season has ended so far to date.
It's been an up and down kind of season for them, hasn't it? There's been the tail, really. They've had a coaching change. They've dealt with injuries, and just form has conspired against them. Some of their best football has been scintillating, and they've pulled off some wonderful results, particularly once Ramon Falson started to bet in a little bit more and started to get an idea of the squad that he had at his disposal. But injuries once again crueling them at the most inopportune time. I think Taylor Shriver's being the key to that, the centre of defence, their captain, looks to be out with a long-term injury as well. No Jalil Ragag, who has been absolutely Mr. Consistency, one of the first names on the Green Gully team sheet. So they've had to rejuggle the lineup a little bit more. They've had to look toward their under-21, their under-23s team as well. They've got 3 youth products within their substitutes bench this afternoon, which we will bring into lineups in a moment, absolutely. But this is still an opportunity for them, right? You can blood some youth, you can get some precious game minutes and really get them exposed to the top level. Muhammad Adam, someone who will be crucial, who will be leading the line for Gully today. So it's not all hope is lost for them this afternoon, but they're going to want to end their season on a high note. It starts here for them. They are
coming off 4 consecutive losses. Their last win came on the 22nd of June, a 4-2 win over Oakley Cannons. That's their only win. They've only got 1 point out of the last 5 games, so Raymond Falzon will look to end, as you said, Katie, the season on a high. But St Albans Dynamo, probably the informed side of the competition. As we said, they've won 4 out of their last 5 games. And could you say it'll be the Lee Broxham effect, Katie?
Must be. The veteran instincts of him there again. It called on early here, but Gergic there in support. Luka Tavia making absolute nonsense of himself, pressing forward. Finds an option in Adam. He doesn't quite blaze away, but it's going to allow Gully to recycle possession. But Broxham, what a story that has been for Dynamo. Crucial to the late season resurgence, of course. He has that relationship with Cam Watson, has that relationship with some key Dynamo personnel as well, and his experience at this level, second to none. And that should excite what is a pretty excited and energised Dynamo fan base this afternoon.
Well, firstly, must congratulate South Melbourne on obtaining the Premier's plate for season 2024. We congratulate Esteban Quintas and his coaching staff and their players as well. They've been the better side across the season, and they've earned their right to be called champions, but still got finals football to come. But we also want to congratulate Melbourne Victory. They will be promoted up to next season. And will we see Lee Broxham go around and face his former side? I know it's a youth team, but he'll know a lot of those key players, so it'll be interesting to see whether Lee Broxham continues for another season. But Katie, let's start off and give the folks at home the lineups for St Albans.
Absolutely. We will start with the home side, of course. In goal, it is Marko Bulic, number 21, the goalkeeper for Dinamo. Michael Martinovic wearing number 4. Lee Broxham, number 6. Number 8, Brian Summerskill. Joey Monek in number 11. Michael Gergic, the skipper, of course, this afternoon, anchoring that midfield. Luca Cabrahan at fullback this afternoon. Max King on the left wing this afternoon. Johnny McGlass wearing the number 24. Leading the line, of course, Josh Fowler, the key to the Dinamo resurgence. Leading the line at number 29, Lucas Burns for Dinamo. In the Gully goal, it is number 1, Liam Driscoll. At fullback, number 3, Dalibor Markovic. Number 7, leading the line, will be Mohamed Adam. Number 8, Luka Tavia on the wing, it looks like so far early days. Number 10, the captain for this afternoon, Gianluca Iannucci on the left side. In midfield, it is Emmanuel Peters, late season recruit. Number 19, Justin Spiteri at fullback. In the midfield, number 21, Jamie Latham. Number 23, in the centre of defence, Jai Spiteri. In the midfield, number 22, Thierry Iradakunda. And at fullback, rounding the team, is Leighton Lawton and number 25.
So some key outs there for Green Gully as they look to finish off the season at least on a positive note and look to build it in the 2025 season. As Grigic now look to go long. Monet just lost sight of the ball. Good work there by Jamie Latham. They'll be relying on him today. Summerskill. Monet swings it wide. Good first touch here. Dinamo look to push on forward. Twisting and turning. Gets on the edge of the box. Cross comes in. Latham clears. Gully scrambling at the back. Peters rides the danger. Goes forward. Mo Adam. Grigic solid in defence there. Our referee today is Ioannis Ziz, Jock Quartermain, Gabriel Maroulis, and Alexander Nikoloski is the 4th official.
Fast-paced start to this game this afternoon. And it's a fantastic crowd in here for what is a big, big game. Perfect Melbourne afternoon for it as well. Plenty of sunshine. Absolute day for it. And Dinamo get the ball rolling once again here.
Cross is blocked. Another chance for Dinamo as the heel is in full voice this afternoon. They've got plenty to cheer about. The team's performing. Cross comes in. It's scramble chance! Big moment there for Grigic off the crossbar. Really should have been in the back of the net there, Katie, but big moment there as Gully were in all sorts.
Absolutely, Gergic just making full nuisance of himself there in the chaos that followed. He had everything to do. He had he had everything plated up for him there. All he needed to do was hit, but the ball off the crossbar, and that's the best chance of the game so far. And that's a let-off for Gully. I think they really need to try to get into a decent spell of possession here. I think that fast pace suits Dinamo just a little bit more. Broxham exchanging passes with Gergic there. They're going to get forward now.
Cutting by Martinovic. Has 3 to beat. Good work by Iannucci. Plays it out wide. Peters couldn't get there first. Monet, heavy touch there. Back to Iannucci. Assesses his options. Adam gets around 2. Good work there by Mo Adams. Iradakunda. Good free-flowing football here by Gully. Bit of space on the right-hand side. Dalibor Markovic having to make shift as a centre-back today. Jai Spiteri as well. High ball, awkward header, but Markovic is there. The centre circle now. Looks to go wide to the right-hand side. Oh, high foot there. Assistant referee. Raise a flag there for a foul. And tight opening moments here, Katie, but looks like both teams looking to go all out attack today.
Absolutely. Positive approach by both these teams, both on the front foot. You're just trying to get their games in full effect this afternoon. Again, it's Dinamo who prefer this patient approach to play out of the back. And that man on the ball just then, Summerskill, so important to the team's chances. He hasn't had the best run of injuries, but he's going to be so crucial to anchoring that midfield and to driving his team up the park. great to see him out in the starting lineup this afternoon.
He's really who started off their run of unbeaten games. That ball to Joey Monet, who put it away sweetly, so he's a real key component in their cog in the centre of the park. Is Grigic now trying to find a space. Broxham lays it in short to Max King in the middle of the park. Good movement here by Stinamore. Finding space now. Summerskill, centre circle. Cut off that time and chance for Anucci. Gianluca Anucci just getting pickpocketed that time by a good Martinovic. He's been solid since coming in the mid-season transfer from Dandy City. King puts an awkward one back to his keeper in Bullich. Got to be careful here. Bullich starts one wide. A lot of work there for Martinovic, but put his body in the line. Summerskill. Monet. Composed football here by Dinamo. Just getting away cheaply there. Latham puts a through ball in. Tavia can't get there in time. King takes over. And St Albans can push forward once again. Plenty of space in the middle of the park here. Summerskill waiting for it. As I said, it's a beautiful day for football here on a Sunday's afternoon. Still got one more game to go tomorrow night as Melbourne Knights Danny Thunder will play that catch-up games. It's a free entry for those, so get down to Summer Street for the final game of the penultimate round. It's a corner here, Katie, and a good opportunity for a set play for Dinamo.
Absolutely. Fowler crucial to that move as well. Always in constant motion, which is really good to see. Always thinking, always getting in between, looking to get between the lines, not really allowing the defenders to kind of settle and mark him. He's just constantly looking forward and looking to link with his teammates and releasing that pass to Monek on the outside, leading to this corner here. Summerskill on top of it.
Couldn't beat the first man. It's flicked on, but Dinamo have the numbers in the centre circle here. The chip over the top that time for Martinovic. Tight space here, Summerskill. Still pushing forward, which is a promising sign. Lovely ball upfield, get an edge of the box. Cross comes in, and it will be a goal kick for Green Gully. One there as Gully looked to go long. Tavia, bit of a mix-up with Anucci, but eventually got to him. Tavia cutting through. Plays it wide to Latham. Latham now. Fancies a shot. Bullich had it covered. So the first real chance of the day for Green Gully there, Katie.
And Latham getting a really good hold of that. Bullich had the good read on that, to be honest, but I like the risk taking on that chance there, Latham. Smart player in his own right. Someone who's going to be not someone who's a real screener in midfield. Someone who's always looking to read the play, go box to box, if you will. So he's going to be crucial today. He's been another consistent performer for Gully this season. New recruit, of course, in the off season. So looking interesting to see how he can bed into this Gully team further into 2025 next year. He's partnered by Radukunde in midfield this season, so they're going to be really going to be crucial to the way he's stopping these chances that Dinamo are forming early.
Broxham trying to move it along quickly. Gully holding up in defence here, not allowing to find the free pass here as Summerskill right in front of us here. Looks to go up down the centre of the mid. Headed away that time by Spiteri. Kept in. Good work that time by Lawton. Good ball through, but just a bounce of the pitch. It does look a lot wavy from our view here, Katie. Not sure if it's picked up on the screen, but it is bobbling around as Broxham goes back to Bullich. Tried to flick it on that time was Josh Fowler. Chance now for Emmanuel Peters. Gets around his marker. Cross comes in. Summerskill clears. So desperate defending there by Dinamo. Another chance. Oh, mistimed the bounce. Summerskill follows his own ball up. It's hot potato at the moment. No one seems to get control of it. That time Tavia just had too many blue shirts around him.
Just looking for someone up top to really take it by the scruff of the neck, our Gully at the moment. That has to be the priority for them in the off-season, surely coming up in the next recruitment window. I think as good as Muhammad Adam is, he needs someone next to him. He needs someone within 5 or 10 metres, another striker up top next to him. I think he's someone who completes the set rather than someone who leads the line directly. Still so much untapped potential in Adam himself, but if we can have if Gully can have another striker next to him, I think that should be a real changer for them going forward. But Yanucci and Tavia partnering him this afternoon, so it is still a mobile setup. They're going to need to make the absolute most of it, and I like the pressure that they're putting on early, though.
Yeah, they did have Adolf Godopko, but unfortunately the winter transfer moved overseas for an opportunity, and that's a big loss for them because he was really a key target up top, big and strong, able to provide good link-up play with his midfielders as they go forward. Summerskill again has had quite a good game so far. Challenge from behind, and the referee will blow the whistle. So 13 minutes played, and so far the best chance going to Dinamo with Grigic hitting the post. Other than that, it's been quite a free-flowing game from both these sides as Latham there sees this opportunity. Autumn. That's why Markovic. Driscoll. Tavia finding a bit of space in the middle of the park. Plays it to Yanucci, the captain today. Flicks a through ball in, but Grigic is there first. Follows it up. They can go forward now, Dinamo. Challenge came through. Plenty of blue shirts around. Lovely running here. Slides it through, chance, and there it is, the first opening goal. And Dinamo get us underway here at Churchill Reserve. It was a beautiful finish in the end, Katie. Talk us through it.
Josh Fowler, say no more. It's clinical, crucial, absolutely on point with that finish, and that's a great flowing move from Dinamo. They just worked it patiently. They didn't blaze away, looked to get on the same page. Brilliant work down the left side, and Fowler just had all the time to plot and place that shot away to the bottom right-hand corner. Again, just that constant motion. It's hard to mark. I know Gully have a very much a defence that is makeshift, but they need to tighten up and they need to be watchful of that movement. 15 minutes in, Dinamo, you have to admit that goal was coming. Dinamo had the better of the chances, and they make it count early on.
Oh, that's Josh Fowler's second goal of the year. And what an important goal that is. They just timed it to perfection. The quality of passing and the build-up play from Dinamo. You feel like they're playing out of their skins. It was beautiful football, simple but effective. And in the end, they deserved that goal. But Fowler still did a lot to put it through. As Anucci, good little touch now. How does Gully respond from here? Tavia to Latham. Latham laces it up. Oh, what a save by Bullich that time. That's the response that Gully needed. But Marko Bullich pulled out an absolute ripper of a save there.
Gully not deterred by conceding clearly. Tavia and Iradikunda winning the ball back to start that move. Yanucci as well, just linking up his teammates, brilliant as he so often is. And Latham taking the shot on once again. Had Bullich under all sorts there, but he looked to be up to the task just as well. Brilliant football all around here. Gully with the corner.
Can they redeem themselves? A good ball in. Skims past everybody. Still in play. Good work there by Fowler just muscling the ball out the way, quickly taken. Dinamo sense maybe they can get another couple of goals here. Gully now on the ropes. They can't afford to go 2 down quickly. They have to stay in this game as much as they can and at least try to get one back before half time. Plenty of time left, Katie, for them to come in the game.
Absolutely. Lots of time left for Gully to really work their way back into this game, so they can't rest on their laurels here, Dinamo. I think they're going to need to put a couple away if they're really going to get on top of this game, but who will be the one to do that for Gully to get back into it? Summerskill again through the midfield. Just getting a bit of tempo behind the game here. Just trying to deny Gully that bit of momentum, so just some good game management here as Summerskill goes long looking for Martinovic.
Well, it looks like there might be a change here for Dinamo. We'll keep a close eye on that, but that goal, and if the result stays the same, Dinamo will go above Green Gully. Who would have thought that 5 weeks ago? Kept in by Peters. And that time just going wide, and it'll be a Dinamo ball. The heel in full voice today, which is a great sign to see. Been a long season for them, and I'm sure they'll be happy with the last couple of weeks. Hopefully that continues on in the next season as well. As Grigic assessing his options so far. Summerskill with a bit of space in the middle. Finds Fowler, the goal scorer. Got his tail up to now. Looking to take on Latham. Poorly given away to Peters there. Bit of afters there by play on, says the referee. Anucci keeps it in. I'll need one of his wonder goals here today. Lawton gets around his marker. Little flick over the top. Anucci now. Two captains going at it. Gianluca Nicci into the box. Oh, it was curling in. Mo Adam. And I think Josh Fowler here could be spoken to by Yanis Ziz about that off-ball incidents on Latham. Just letting him know. The next one will definitely be a card.
You see that though by Gully. I think that just about sums up their fortunes this season. You have absolute certified ballers in Leighton Loughton and Gianluca Anucci combining there to work the ball down the left side in a really good way, and you had no one there to put the ball into the back of the net. They were looking for Mo Adam to lead the line there, but it just wasn't quite on top of it. Near enough, but not quite there. I think that sums it up for 2024 in Green Gully. So let's St. Albans just allows them to reset and reload here.
Broxham now. Plays it to Summerskill. Fowler. So Dinamo just getting out of trouble with ease. They go to the left-hand side. Burns. Good movement here from Dinamo. Just patiently waiting, building up play. They switch it over finally to Martinovic, who's been waiting for quite a while now. Getting his opportunity. Summerskill. Plenty of space in the middle of the park here. Good work that time from Max King, looking for a through ball. Gully desperately defending. Anucci flicks it on. Grigic is there. Summerskill composed. Lovely work from Manet. King. The movements from Dinamo, Katie, is really good so far. They're finding open spaces. Maybe commentators curse there.
No, but it's a great point still, nevertheless. It is a team that is in sync, right? And it knows where it's working off the ball for each other. It is presenting an option. It is that is absolutely the selfless thing you can do for your team, is just being present. And you see Martinovic getting so high up the pitch as an example of that. And just on front of the broadcast wing here, has a full license to get up top and make an absolute nuisance of himself and be an attacking threat as well. Summer skill, anchoring in between midfield and defence. This is fantastic to see. And if you're a Dinamo supporter, Cam Watson, Billy Selesky really proving to be one of the best young coaching talents going around here in Victoria, here in Australia even, I would say. So can't speak highly enough of what they've done since coming in. The biggest thing that they had to get rid of was conceding soft goals, was conceding goals at inopportune times. And they've eliminated that from their game, and they've started to get a more possession-based approach here. And it's smart, and it's also an attacking threat as well, even with Fowler leading the line and Monic getting further up as he does here. Ooh. Driscoll off the line, with Markovic there to sweep up, sweep a keeper there.
In all sorts there, Gully, they got a bit lucky there. But, as you said, Katie, if Cam Watson and Billy Selesky can build on this season and get some key players next season as well, bulk up their team a bit more, there'll be one team to look out for next season, that's for sure. So just if they can keep their core players is the question, as a ball over the top from Lawton. Latham and Grigic. It's Latham. Grigic is composed, waiting for it. Shields the ball nicely. And it'll be a throw deep at right back for the Saints in front of the hill. A very famous hill. In full voice today. They're here week in, week out, supporting the boys regardless of the results, and they enjoying their season. The end so far has been one to really be happy about, and they hope they can continue on. There's Brossom. There's the Grigic. Martinovic. Good work that time for Lawton. Going for the youngster, but he gave it away cheaply. Cut off by Anucci. Quick 1-2 with Tavia. Gianluca Anucci there. Twisting and turning. The challenge came through. Lawton finds Tavia. Anucci now in a tight spot here. Summerskill. Composed. Goes back to the captain. Ball over the top. Luca Cabrera there. And it's going to be a free kick.
Peter's proving to be crucial to helping stop the flow of that move, playing on that right side for Gully this afternoon. Putting in a lot of work, just trying to be that momentum changer, if you will, to someone who's trying to get Gully on the front foot. Like what he's bringing so far, a lot of effort. Still early days though. Might be called upon here. Spiteri. It's going to be, the flag will be up there. That will just allow Gully to reset.
Almost 25 minutes played here, Churchill Reserve. It's the home side leading 1-0, thanks to a goal from Josh Fowler. Another chance! And he makes it 2 from 2! And he's on fire, Josh Flower. What a hit, son. What a hit.
Absolute quality. Josh Fowler doubling up. Doubling the lead for Dinamo and adding to his tally's third goal of the season. And what a way to do it. Just getting into space and just unloading at the right time to the bottom left corner. Again, just the way he places himself, just the way he's able to get onto the ball and then make it count when it matters most with the strike himself. What a complete footballer he's proving to be. If they can keep a hold of him next season, good googly moogly. Dinamo have a talent on their hands.
What a strike. It was, and the initial touch just sidestepped nicely and then opened it up beautifully and beats Driscoll And it came out of nothing because Gully were really starting to get more involved in the game. They were pressuring a bit more. Dinamo were bunkered down in defence. And it just that little touch from Flower there created enough space, opened it up and beats Driscoll. And Gully will be disappointed with that, Katie, because they were really starting to get more involved in the game. And to concede like that would really hurt Raymond Falzon and the team.
It does for sure, but at the same time, that's the difference, right? Dinamo are the ones taking their chances. Dinamo are the ones who have the out-and-out striker who's putting the ball away and making use of that possession when they do have it. That's just what Gully can't quite manufacture here. That's what has cruelled them here in season 2024. Peters again in the thick of it and conceding the free kick. And the first slice of cheese, I think, this afternoon. Ioannis Ziz is, of course, the man in the middle this afternoon, calling him back.
That'll be his 6th yellow. So, Gully's season can't end quick enough for them. They really have to make some hard decisions in the off-season. Who do they retain? Who do they bring in? They're definitely going to need to bring in players, that's for sure. But who do they retain is the big question for Dinamo now is who can they get, really? Sky's the limit for them, that you think, Katie?
I think they've become a destination club in some ways. I mean, Cameron Watson, that's his effect right there. How can players look at this team and think, hey, something's going on here, I might want in on this? Attracting someone like Josh Fowler, someone like, even Michael Martinovic, who has been fantastic this afternoon. There's a core here, and I think it's for them who they can add and really can they make that step into a final shaping team, as Monik is in space here.
Going over, squares it. They're lining up at the back here, the chance, and that's 3! And it is Lucas Burns. And back-to-back goals for Dinamo. That's Lucas Burns' 3rd goal for the season. And Churchill Reserve is starting to turn out to be a bit of a party now. The hill is in full voice. The home fans are in raptures. Gully can't end this game quick enough, Katie.
Half an hour into this game and Dinamo have just rollicked. Green Gully have rocked their neighbours this afternoon. Lucas Burns again, another recruit in the late season transfer window, and really just didn't blaze away the shot, right? Dinamo through Monik just building up down that right side, manipulating that guy defence out of position, and they queued up for it in the end. Burns getting on the end and placing it away. This is again Dinamo converting that possession, converting that dominance into goals now. And it's an absolute party vibe, a party atmosphere here at Fox Street.
Well, they're on equal points with Dandy Thunder. It's just goal difference that is the only issue at the moment. Obviously, Dandy Thunder will play tomorrow, but at the rate they're going, they might actually catch them today. It's 3 already. We're not even at half time. We've still got 15 minutes left. And if they keep continuing in this form and at this rate, they might look to extend this lead a little bit further. It just depends on Cam Watson, really, how he wants to play this out. Does he put the cue in the rack, or does he continue to push on, Katie, is the question.
Push on. When you're on, you got to be well on. It's been a long winter for Dinamo, and now they're approaching an absolute beautiful summer. And Cam Watson has his team absolutely humming, so why not convert that into finishing as high as you can, getting as much points and goals as you can. Latham to deliver the set piece here.
Cross comes in, can't beat the first man. Grigic clears. Tavia there as well. Goes wide. They're streaming forward now at Dinamo. They're trying to set sail home now and bring home maximum goals they can. They've got 3 already. Can they continue on here? Lovely little sidestep there. They're doing everything right now. Something that Gully need to be careful of, Katie, is last NPL game they played Avondale, they lost 6-1. They played a friendly against Melbourne Victory, and that was, I think, 6-2 from memory. They can't afford to have another big loss today, because that'll really take the mentality out of the players. I think it'll really let them down, and I think they'll really just be disheartened with one game to go to lose, by big margins in consecutive, 3 games really. We've still got this game to go, but the way it's looking, it might end up being a 6-1, 6-0 game.
It is looking like that. It is looking like that, and I think that we talk about finishing the season on a high, but it's also about setting the table for 2025. It starts here. Next season's preparations begin here. Falzon would want to make this squad even more his own next season. So you got players who are playing for spots in the squad in 2025. There has to be some professional pride here in these players as well that can get them up and going and back into this game. Still lots left to go, but Dinamo just looking confident. They look sharp. They look absolutely switched on. And Gully just look like they can't wait for the season to end, and it can't be like that. They have to find a way here just to recalibrate. And halftime, the starters can't come soon enough.
Huge battling hard there against 2, and as you said, no certainties for next season, and Raymond Falzon will be looking at that. He knows he's not a coach that accepts this, and he's a winning coach. We know in Perth, and he's been a successful coach there. We know Green Gully are a successful club in Victorian football. They have the status, and the shirt means a lot these days. It's not just given to anyone, so you've really got to show why you're wearing that shirt, and they can't afford to go down a big loss today. They can steady the ship a bit, maybe get a goal or 2, at least 1 before half-time to give them some confidence, really, Katie.
Yeah, exactly, and who knows from there, right? Get Dinamo thinking, put Dinamo back under some pressure. They can't seem to find that, though. So this is where Tavia might make something happen. He needs some support. Martinovic doing brilliantly to get back there.
Goes high. Good defending that time by Maglaris against Peters. Dinamo going forward. Summerskill now. Manek offers a run. It's a lovely ball over the top. Use his body well. Going forward, it's Joey. Can he get there? But Lawton had to be there and clear as Joey Manet was eyeing in another goal. And if that went in, it would have been really, you could say, game over.
Monek again at the heart of what Dinamo were doing. They're switching flanks as he so often does. He's very mobile, hard-working. How many times was he called on to really push back on defence a lot of the times? And now, in this new setup, he seems to be thriving, getting further up the park, really linking up in an attacking mindset and really using those attacking attributes that he has. Brilliant from him, but as the corner comes in.
Oh, scrambling there. Players all over the field. Driscoll did get a hand to it. So Gully survivor scare. Just under 10 minutes left to go here. Churchill reserve. Can they fashion a late goal here? At least give him some hope into the second half. As Grigic solid in defence. The captain leading the way. Broxham. Cam Watson, what do you offer Lee Broxham to stay another year? We don't know, we're speculating, but really you feel like since he's come in, he's really steadied the ship, composed the defence. They haven't conceded, as you said earlier on, those sloppy goals, but in a couple of games they haven't conceded at all. They've, been very good defending. You hope he can just twist his arm to stay another season, you hope.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't he want to stick around, right? If you see, looking around at what the team is doing, like around him and, off his influence and, helping anchor that defence, that has to be an exciting time for him. That has to be a project that motivates him. I know that, that's someone who is a championship winner, an A-League championship winner, the way that Broxham is. Yeah, at the same time though, this is a new surround, a new project, and why wouldn't you be excited by it?
Gully going forward now. Out wide to Anucci. Tries to cut back on his right. Blocked there by Grigic. Peters there to clean up. There's plenty of blue shirts around. Anucci again. The captain trying to get his side back into the game. Lovely ball down to Latham. Offside flag was kept down. Latham again. Now back to Lawton. Rukunda. Trying to create something here. Good work there by Cabrera. Slows the play down. There'll be a throw. Lawton quickly taken. Gully looked to push on here. Ooh, bit of a slip there. Cabrera just a couple of steps away. Can Gully finish off the first half with at least a goal and give him an opportunity at attacking in the second half? Long ball upfield, but that time Emmanuel Peters not ready for it, as Bullich happy to slow things down. The ball upfield, it's a lovely ball now. Can they go forward? Twisting and turning, trying to get a shot across. Driscoll makes a save. It will be a corner, so another chance here for Dinamo as we head into the remaining minutes before half-time here, Katie.
Burns again at the heart of that move for Dinamo, giving that Gully defence absolute headaches once again. Spiteri's had the task of marking him, Jai Spiteri, of course, the centre-back, and Justin on the left side, particularly having a hard time dealing with those runs. That's where Dinamo have had the most success. Brilliant in full flight, Dinamo. They'll get a freak and they'll get a corner to come in now.
Summer skill. Goes near post. Headed down. Gully push back. They're still not out of trouble at all. It's a poor clearance that time as Gully now can go forward, but Anucci has to concede with a throw. Markovic to Latham. Lawton. Markovic again now. Jai Spiteri to his counterpart in Justin Spiteri. Gully now waiting for it here. Can a cross come in? A little step over from Anucci now. Flicks one over the top. It's straight down Bullich's throat.
I like the approach of Latham there, getting well forward, trying to be an option, waving and signalling for that ball. Yanucci just couldn't quite plot the cross away to him. He was covered by at least marked by 2 or 3 Dinamo defenders there. But I still like the approach. He's been crucial to helping be that option from midfield, that box-to-box midfield presence. It's what Gully are going to need more of if they're going to be any chance in the second half especially. Again, further to my point, Adam just drifting to the right-hand side. They need someone, a target man, a striker, just to read off that run and read off that build-up work. That's being put in by Tavia, Yanucci, and now Peters as well, who switch wings to the right side. And Adam, of course, to help complete that picture. So it's not all down. It's not all negative for Gully. They just need to find a way to round this picture out and to get them back into full form.
Dinamo getting numbers behind the ball. Gianluca Nucci switching to the right-hand side now. Sevilla swings it wide. Cut off in the end. That time by Martinovic. To go over the top to Flower. Latham. Gotta be careful here. They get out of trouble. Lawton now in front of us on the left-hand side. Charging down the left wing. Plays it into Tavia. Tavia down the line. Peters, will he get there in time? He doesn't. And it will be a goal kick for Dinamo.
Glory, glory, Dinamo is the cry from the hill just to the left of the broadcast tower here. And enjoying themselves well and truly here. And enter half-time with their tails up, you have to say, but they also can't rest on their laurels. They still need to be sharp to see this game out, but I think the way that they're managing their game now leaves them in really good stead to see this one out in a really successful way.
Oh, he gave it straight to Tavia there. Really, does a captain make a mistake like that? Lawton with Latham. Just got to get back into position now. Latham trying to get something going forward here. 2.5 minutes left to go. Won't be a lot of stoppage time. Manucci has kept it in. Spiteri. Too many blue shirts around. Broxham. Lays it upfield. Lovely ball to Flower now. He charges forward. Looking to get his hat-trick. It's Flower on his left. Chance. Oh! He squared it nicely. But Leighton Lawton clears it off the line. And that was a big chance there. Joey Monet just licking his lips at that one, Katie.
At the back right post, nearly, oh so nearly by Monik. They're only to be denied by Lawton. Fowler again at the heart of that. Once again, just that left side proving to be an open wound for Gully right now. That Dinamo just keep rubbing salt in the wound of. And they're going to get another corner here. The dying minutes of the half.
It's Burns to whipping across. It's a good ball, high ball. It's cleared everybody. And it'll be a goal kick. Got to be a minute at a time here as fourth official Alexander Nikoloski just will put up the board. 1 minute. So 1 more minute to go. And put Gully out of their misery for a half as a free kick given that time on Anucci. Okay, you're coaching Gully. What do you tell your charges for the second half? What is the message to them, really?
I think it has to be, reset, and just get yourselves back into the game, refocus, reconcentrate, and stay in each contest as it comes. To be honest, that has to be it. Stay in each minute as it comes, and just know that you're much better than what you've shown so far. I think that has to be a message from Falzon.
Lovely ball now. Chance here. Can he finish? Yes, he does. Lucas Burns makes it 4. And Dinamo just carving up Green Gully. It was a beautiful ball there from Cabrera. And Lucas Burns just took it superbly and puts it past Driscoll. It was a mistake in the back line. And Dinamo just can't stop scoring today. And again, Flower into Cabrera. Cabrera just put it on a platter for Burns there, Katie.
He still had a lot to do there, didn't he, Burns? He still had to make that shot. He put it in the back of the net. And he did exactly that, a double up for him as well. Fowler and Burns, the mid-season recruits now on hat-tricks. But you see that pressing game coming to the fore. It was smart. They didn't just rush away. They knew they got that pressing trigger there. They just latched on to Gully with just a misplaced pass here or there, and just Dinamo latched onto it. Ruthless stuff and some beautiful football as well.
Well, halftime can't come soon enough, and Yannis Sears has done a favour for Gully. as St Albans Dinamore lead 4-0 at Churchill Reserve. The home fans are in raptures. The hill is in full voice. And Katie, was just a superb half of football from, if you're a Dinamore fan. They carved up the Gully defence like it was Swiss cheese. There was absolutely holes everywhere. But the finishing is what really mattered. Is the finishing that really, Katie, you can say was top notch.
Correct. They've taken this Gully makeshift defence, which is what it is. Their two first choices are out through injury this afternoon, but Dinamore ruthless in exposing that. Dinamore absolutely nailing them to the absolute mass. The way that they have controlled performance. It was also a team that is well on top, maintaining possession, and also a team that is getting on top with its goals. 5 shots on target, 4 goals is an incredible conversion rate. Let's be honest, well on top and getting their goals to show for it. And this is some brilliant stuff played by Dinamore, and their fans are loving it.
When you think about it, Michael Greach had a chance to hit the crossbar in the opening minute. It could have been 5-0 half-time. Well, plenty to play for in the second half. Gully just going to have to pick themselves up off the floor and wear their shirt with pride and put in a performance of some sort. Dinamore can't do anything wrong. Can they continue? Can they continue to pile on the misery? Time will tell. Join us after the halftime break. Plenty of football still left to come. He's coming off. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this penultimate round of the NPL Men's Victoria match between the hosts, St Albans Saints and Green Gully. Soccer Club coming to you live from Churchill Reserve. Alex Sif, Karofsky and Katie Lambeski bringing you all the live action. Katie, well, it was an entertaining first 45 minutes. If you're a Dinamo fan, you're on cloud 9. They are up 4-0. If you're a Gully fan, you just hope this game can end as soon as possible.
Absolutely. Dinamo with Fowler and Burns leading the way with braces, leading the way with doubles in the first half, getting their goals while they were on top. Ruthless at times, their pressing game, their exploiting of Gully's missed passes and just their better use, I think, of possession really has had them in the driver's seat here. They got their goals to show for it. Well led from top, in sync from top to front to back. They're just a team that is really in their groove at the moment. And the first half showed exactly that. For Gully, their undemand injuries have cruelled them, but at the same time, they need to pick themselves up off the floor after that. They need to take it minute by minute in this half, win their individual one-on-one battles and try to just take something out of this game. If they can pull a couple of goals back, even better. Hallam, as well as Eliaman Kifle, the halftime substitutes, replacing Muhammad Adam and Thierry Iradukunda. So Ramon Falzon looking toward the bench for this half, forced to make changes, I think, absolutely. But Dinamo well on top, and they can move forward here.
The word you used was ruthless. That's what they were, Dinamo. Can they continue to be ruthless in the second half and pile on the misery for Gully? As Gianluca Nucci floats one over the top to Hallam. This will be a chance. Good save by Bulic. Good opening start here for Gully. On the front foot early. They need a goal early on. They can't afford to go down another goal here, Katie. As Zanucci pickpockets that time. Dummies nicely, still going forward. Goes left, goes right on his left foot, trying to bring it back out. Kifli. Tavia. Again. Zanucci. Spiteri, lovely overlapping run, squares it down. Bulic is there. So good opening minute here by Gully on the front foot earlier. But Katie, the real question is, can they find a goal here today?
Based on that, quite possibly. Based on that. Switch on was the focus, was the call there from the bench, from Cam Watson. Yeah, Dinamo needed to just resettle there and refocus themselves. They can't be giving away cheap possession like that. And Peters again looking to get the pressing game going here. I like this front foot approach. They've come in with a renewed focus, hopefully. Just going to allow Bulic to mop up at the back, though.
Excellent. Lovely ball over the top now. Bit of a tug of the shirt on Cabrera from Spiteri. Let's look at Cabrera. Into the middle. Flanks King.
Get closer! Get closer!
Lovely ball down the line. Burns. And just ran out of space there was Lucas Burns. Looking at his hat-trick. Between him and Flower, both vying to get a hat-trick. I'm sure both would be itching to continue on their fine form as Summerskill goes back to Broxham. High ball in the air from Broxham. Cabrera flicks it on. Spiteri. Just slipped over at the last second. That time was Johnny Maglaris. And it'll be a throw for Gully right in front of the Dinamo bench. Anucci, lovely little spin move there from Gianluca Anucci. Still going forward, the captain just bobbled around for him a bit too much. There's Monet, now goes wide. Burns with a bit of space right in front of us here, compose. Happy to reset. After that frenetic start by Gully, they've steadied the ship's Dinamo now as King, composed, gets out of trouble. Broxham. Another ball over the top. Spiteri will get there first. Carefully. Gave it away. Cabrera now. Bit of space in the middle of the park for Monet. Just showed a bit too much there. And Lawton wins it back for Gully. Peters. A tangle there and it'll be a free kick for Gully.
On the bench for Dinamo this afternoon is Chris Dibb, Alan Jerez, Jacob Serrain, Josh Diven and Oliver Dragicevic as well. So you've got some options very much still at Cam Watson's disposal in an attacking sense and a defensive sense. Again, just look at that depth. As courtesy of their recruitment now, this squad has depth and competition for places, and this has made every player raise their game.
Oh, it's brought down. Good work there from Bullich. He got a hand to it. So it's a corner here for Gully. An opportunity now is for Anucci. Can he find someone on the end of it? It'll be the start that Gully wanted. It's Anucci now. Goes short to Latham. Cross comes in. Kugic heads it away. Flower just holding it up here. Finally able to get it out to Broxham. Oh, it's the second time Grigic has done that. The captain just getting a little bit too casual as Tavia now just getting underneath it, and it'll be a goal kick.
Exactly what Gully was missing in that first half, their pressing game, which has now started to pick up pace and now started to pick up a bit more strength, which is very much a positive for Ramon Falzon's side. I did like the approach there from Josh Fowler there, just really looking to hold up and really hold off his defender and really start to really looking to retain possession there. So just again, smart, good work rate on and off the ball.
Ball over the top now. Flower. Driscoll comes out. Has to clear. Latham. Good work there from Jamie Latham. Lovely through ball to Tavia. Goes wide to Anucci now. This is what Anucci likes, a one-on-one play. Summerskill back there. Broxham cuts it off. And Spiteri. Happy to go back to Markovic. Spiteri. Markovic was waiting for it patiently as Driscoll just slipped at the last second. Good work there by King. He's just given away a cheap foul there. And a chance for Gully to push on forward. Peters. Latham. So it's Casper Hallam that time. Shot comes in. Ooh, forcing a save from Bullich there, so Gully continue to press.
Just chipping away still. Here Gully looking to at least pull one back on the scoreboard. Yanucci and Tavia very much at the front of that. Corner to come now.
Anucci. Oh, it's bobbling around. Peters, someone cleared that time by Grigic. Manuel Peters just tried to shield the ball there as they get another chance at it. It's Anucci again. Has Tavia on the byline. Tavia crosses it in low. They're scrambling at the back there, but Broxham got a leg to it. Cabrera tries to get it out. Latham down the line. Markovic, the cross comes off Markovic there, and it will be a goal kick for Dinamo.
He's stepping into the centre-back position in place of the injured Taylor Shrivers, but again, that's where that's his best, where he's had his best, I guess you should say. Dalibor Markovic getting far up the pitch, getting into those wide spaces. Gully looked all the better for it there. Couldn't quite make the most of it though. Bullich with the goal kick.
Kulich goes long to the left-hand side. Burns brings it under control. Oh, lovely work there from Burns. Summer skill down the line to Flower. Flower looking to go one-on-one. Cross comes in. It takes a deflection. It will be a throw. Not sure what occurred there. The offside flag wasn't raised, Katie. Maybe just a miscommunication.
I think so. They're not quite sure how that exactly came about, but it's going to be Gully who are able to get forward through Hallam here. Does try to let Loughton get up top, and this is much better spell possession.
Work. Peters, throw the challenge. Kifler back out to Peters. Tavia just took a heavy touch. Battling hard. Burns wins it back for Dinamo. As Dinamo look to make a change here on the next chance they get. Flower. Headed away. Latham. Cabrera. Referee pays advantage. Latham. Kiflet. Lovely ball to Anucci. Anucci now goes back on his right. Solid defending that time. They earn themselves a corner. Anucci ignored the short one there. Cross comes in, floats it nicely. Again, Burns clears. Headed away by Spiteri. Summer skill. Sends it upfield, but just a tad too wide.
Looks like the introduction of Alan Jerez may be imminent here. Looking ready to come on, just getting his final instructions there on the bench.
Some added pace there. Might be good inclusion there for Dinamo as Broxham brings this one down. Burns cuts into the middle. Gave it straight down to Latham. Anucci. Gully now. Playing some quick passing football here. Tavia on his left foot. Shots blocked by Broxham. Cleared that time by Martinovic. One back again by Martinovic. Oh, it's an awkward one there going forward. Plenty Gully have some numbers behind the ball as Latham is there. That was almost a calamity of errors there. Spiteri. Bit of space on the right hand side. Tavia. To Anucci. Plays it upfield to Tavia. Cross comes in, looking deep there. Too much for Hallam. Martinovic tried to keep it in. Peters tried to do the fancy, but just needs to do the basic ones. And it looks like there'll be a couple of substitutions here for Dinamo now as Alan Jerez comes on. Christopher Deeb. So it's shoring up the defence, and also number 18 is Jacob Sovereign. So coming off will be number 24, Johnny Maglaris. Number 6, Lee Broxham. It's a well-earned rest. And number 17, Luca Cabrera. So Cam Watson ringing in the changes. And can they add to Gully's misery here, Katie?
Jerez, of course, a familiar face for Gully as well, having spent time there last season. Yeah, in attacking sense, yeah, he can be an absolute nightmare, particularly for he'll look to go centrally. I think he'll look to cut in and really link up with Fowler and Burns like that. Dib just to help see out this lead, they're very experienced at Chrissy Dibb. So again, just looking to rotate that whole squad through. Is Cam Watson then just rejuvenate and really, I think, refocus the team a little bit more. Gully have raised, I think, the pace of this game, so I think they have to match that and really need to find and refocus that if they want to add more misery onto their neighbours. But again, can't deny how they're managing this game.
Spiteri going over the top, but getting in the way is Sovereign. Spiteri looks to bring it back into play. Goes back to Latham. Spiteri to Markovic. Lawton over the top to Hallam. And Grigic, solid as you like, as a captain, leading the way. Oh, just an hour played, half an hour left to go. Time can't go quick enough for Gully. Cleared by Dibb, high ball in the air. Going into the supporters on the far side and getting a round of cheers. As Latham clears to the line. Well, the Dinamo hopeful, vying for more goals. Enjoyed a good 45 minutes. Second half has not as been as entertaining as what they would have thought, Katie.
No, they've had an absolute day out, if you will, and they're enjoying every bit of this. They've had to sit through some pretty tough results at different times this season, but now, again, so much positive and so much positives and so much hope for them as they go forward here, ending their season in the highest possible way, in the best possible way. And they have Cam Watson to thank for that, I think.
Deep. Sovereign. The Burns. Oh, lovely dummy there. It's Jerez now. Alan Jerez looking to cut in. Good defensive work that time. Deep. Stalwart of the club. Careful here, playing in tight spots, but they get out of trouble. Happy to go back to Bullich. Oh, Sovereign, the poor ball there. Went back to Dibb, it's Tavia. Looking to gut back on his right, squares it, but no one's home as Grigic is there. Big moment of the game. It's Peters. Lawton to Latham. Spiteri. Sevilla. Got to be careful. 2 to beat. Good work that time by Summerskill. A bit of confusion here with the linesman and the referee, Katie.
But I think the linesman has called the ball may have bobbled off Summerskill there. Cam Watson, I'm not sure, was aware of that, but doesn't change things. They're able to get back in possession pretty quick. Summerskill, that man, again, really metronomical through midfield. Really controlling the pace of the game. Really linking up with King as well through the middle. Really set a tone and really set a good cracking pace for Dinamo. The safe hands of Grigic and Broxham, of course, who took leave of this game just a few moments ago. It's increasingly a team that is defensively sound. It's a tricky place to come to at the best, even at the best of times. But now it's just become a real fortress now here has Fox Street. And that's a heavy challenge. Just going to allow Gully a free kick now.
And take that time, just clipping the heels of Leighton Lawton.
Come on!
So Dinamo look to make one more change. Josh Diven look to come on, as well as Oliver Dragicevic. So Rain that time almost running into the linesman there. Quickly getting out of the way. No short. Sovereign. Back to Dib. Dib sends a high ball into the middle of the park. Straight down Spiteri to Latham. They go wide. Peters switching sides again. Sevilla. Just didn't get the angle he wanted, and Dinamo will look to make a change as number 20, Josh Diven, to come on, and number 10, Oliver Dragicevic. So coming off will be Brian Summerskill and looks like Joey Monet. So Cam Watson bringing the changes there, Katie, and giving some players a well-earned rest.
Brilliant today, Monik, wasn't he? A lot tireless, as he so often is, but just getting to really show off that attacking side. And he linked up superbly as well through Fowler and Burns as up top. That sort of helps set a tone.
As they go forward now, Dinamo with the Hills version of living on a prayer there, trying to get their side home as they go wide, but almost cut off that time. Looking for a through ball. It's Hallam. Can he get a shot off? He's twisting and turning. Too many blue shirts around as they clear. Another chance by Anucci. That time just going over the bar. Get the mic's effect on the other side, Katie, so we can hear the voice of the Hill. Great fan base, week in, week out, supporting their boys, and today they can sing a few tunes as well.
I did rate their rendition of "We Built This City" on Dinamo. St. Albans and Dinamo name a better iconic duo. Nevertheless, their team and they're enjoying themselves, and why not? This is prime areas. Just imagine if this team can challenge for finals and can really shape and even win finals. That's got to be the next step if they really want to embrace that. And just imagine the atmosphere then.
Oh, it's a poor ball back there, but the referee's going to call it out. There's a chance for Flower. I think the Gully defence, Katie, would have been saved by the linesman that time.
Linesman Mull on top of that one, just calling it back. Gully defensively just scrambled once again, like they were so often in the first half. Again, you have to lean on a structure. I understand that they're, on demand. Of course, when you can't really replace players like Shrivers and Regard, but again, you have to lean on the team ethic. You have to lean on the team structure, and Gully just haven't been able to do that today as they look toward the bench once again.
Given away. Chance for Dragicevic, plays the 1-2. Spiteri gets in the way, Tavia goes wide to Peters, right in front of us here. Good defensive work by Sovereign that time. Scully will look to make a change as Jay Kiyama looks to come on. As Spiteri, that's Justin Spiteri, will come off. Giant Kiyama now. Sevilla. Dib. Goes back to Bulic. clears upfield. There is just mistiming the bounce as Latham. Good 1-2 with Tavia. Latham going forward, goes wide. Anucci. Back to Latham. Tavia now, trying to create some space. Back to Peters. Peters trying to get out of trouble, but has to go back, concede a bit of ground, but they retain possession. Carefully into Tavia. He's worked hard all day. Luka Tavia. Cut off in the end, that time by Martinovic. One back, Anucci. And it's going to be a free kick into dangerous territory because we know Anucci can hit him from that range. Is this their opportunity, Katie, now?
So often this half they've looked like they're banging their heads up against the brick wall, to be honest with you. Just that cutting edge has not been there. Just that compact shape of Dinamo. They've left themselves in a better position to absorb whatever Gully have been throwing at them now. As that Hill continues to provide the tunes and the soundtrack this afternoon. Yanucci on top of this one, though.
Can he create some magic here? It's Anucci! Good work by Bulic. Got behind it. Quick release to Sovereign now. Dinamo charging forward. Dragicevic getting pickpocketed at that time. Sevilla just went the wrong way. They go back to Bulic. 20 minutes to go. That time, Kiyama brings it down. Not out of trouble as yet. Spiteri. The Driscoll. Sevilla. To Anucci. By Harris, oh lovely fancy footwork now. Little flick over the top, just went the wrong way. Latham in the middle of the park now for Gully. Plays it into Hallam. Dib riding piggyback there. And it just gives away a foul. Bulic comes out there for an easy pickup. As the sun slowly sets over Churchill Reserve. It's been a solid performance. They did all the hard work in the first 45, the Dinamo players, and controlled themselves in the second 45. Gully just could not get in the game as Anucci brings it under control. And it'll be a throw for Gully.
Just working behind their shape now here. Dinamo just looking to absorb whatever Gully are able to throw at them here. Again, just not nearly as sharp enough going forward as what Dinamo were. And it definitely shows on the scoreboard. It's just a matter of how you can translate that momentum, and Gully just have not been able to generate it well enough and really put Dinamo under sustained periods of pressure. And whenever they have been, Dinamo have the scoreboard on their side. So now that they're just able to sit back, absorb the pressure, and really try to find the springboard to go forward here, but they're trapped in their half just at the moment.
Dinamo have South Melbourne next week, the final game of the year before we start finals football. And for Gully, it doesn't get any easier. Melbourne Knights, who still haven't yet secured their place this season for finals football. They've got to play Dandy Thunder tomorrow. So get down to Summer Street for that game there, because that has top 6 ramifications. And next week, Gully face a Knights team who are desperate to play finals football after last season. King. Latham. Flicks it over to Anucci. Good touch there from Anucci, but off the ball there as Dinamo now push forward here. Can they find a fifth? Good defensive work there from Jamie Latham. He's worked hard all day, Katie, there. Really tried to drive his team forward and try to bring home a goal.
Absolutely. Him and I think Emmanuel Peters this afternoon have just been some of Gully's best. Alongside Yanucci, of course. Tireless, a lot of work on and off the ball. Latham, of course, I think doing himself all the favours and staying with this squad in 2025. As the ball comes in for Fowler now.
He had Burns available to his left. Tries to go for Glory as Sovereign gets out-muscled by Peters. Good work that time from Jerez. Out to Burns. Kiyama there, solid in defence. Kiyama keeps running. Dinamo try to get numbers behind the ball. 15 minutes left to go. Anucci floats one over the top. Bulic easily grabs that one.
Casper Hallen looking to ghost into the box there, if you will. You knew I had to crack one, didn't you, Alex? You knew that was coming. But Dib reading that well in the air, as well as Bulic able to see that one out as Dinamo get going forward here.
Latham still working hard despite the scoreline. Trying to create something. Kiflet goes wide but straight to Sovereign. Burns rode the challenge well now. Goes wide to Jerez. It's Alan Jerez now. Look to cut on his right. He shoots! Looked good off the boots. But just had a bit too much on there. Probably their first real chance of the second half, Katie.
Yeah, agreed. As Gully, again, Gully was looking to rebound there, but Jerez just is able to get it going the other way. Looking to cut in as he so often does. He got the good power behind the strike. As Latham has just received some attention from the physio. Called on by the referee there. Allow the teams just to get to huddle up a little bit here. Jerez just another option, right? Jerez just cutting in. Hasn't done enough of it this half, but I think that's because Gully have had the ball in the majority of the ball and territory this half. So Latham just will head to the bench here. I'm sure it'll be academic. He'll be called on in just a brief moment.
Jamie Latham coming off to receive some treatment. As play continues now. As Latham comes back on. Another throw for Gully. Deep at left back. Although they've stemmed the flow, Katie, but still 4-0. It's a tough result to take, especially as your neighbours.
For sure. And it looks like this is a local derby, and it just looks like they put the cue in the rack. It got a little bit too hard. They were just unable to withstand that pressure that Dinamo put on them. But you got to be better than that. This has to be. They've looked like they've put the cue in the rack. Let's be honest. But Dinamo, you have to give it up for them as well. I know they've looked. You have to look at this team as a team that's only going to get better from here, I think, and it's a squad that can only get better from here. Like we said, it's going to become a destination club thanks to the coaching setup, thanks to the coaching staff and what they've started to create here. I think they could even be a bigger story in 2025 especially if this is any guide. You know, thankfully for South Melbourne's sake, they have the Premier's Plate wrapped up. Otherwise, next week could have gotten very, very interesting had that result gone a different way yesterday afternoon at Avondale. It could have been a massive, an even bigger final day, if you will. But nevertheless, Dinamo still look to end their season on a 6th straight win. They're all set for win number 5 in a row this afternoon, and they've been brilliant in doing so.
Kiama. Lost one over the top. Got to be careful here. Grigic timed it well. There's the Sovereign. Back to Bulic. Just a bit too much there for Sovereign, as Bulic just a little bit too eager to get rid of that, as we've got 10 minutes left to go at Churchill Reserve. Allen tried to flick it on, cleared. Flower can take his time. Lovely ball upfield, but Spiteri gets it off as Alan Harris. Well, I'm sure you're how's your Spanish?
You know, rudimentary, I would say, but I understood that one loud and clear.
Chance now, Tavia working hard. He cuts it by the byline, squares it in. Oh, Hallam told to get up there. Don't think that was a penalty. As Dinamo push forward here. Can they find the 5th goal? Seal the deal and make it their 5th win in a row. Good work here by Harris. Cross comes in. Oh, it was Flower, and it's Burns, and he gets his hat trick. More importantly, it's 5 for Dinamo. And Lucas Burns, after the touch from Josh Flower, didn't go in. In the end, Lucas Burns took advantage of it and punished Gully to make it 5-0, and it's a yellow card for Latham as well.
Raise those hands, Dinamo fans. It's a 5. It's a Manita. 5-0 in favour of Dinamo, and Burns on the end of that. Fowler setting the table for that, but Burns comes and knocks that one away. The Gully defence in absolute shambles, and the Gully bench furious at that non-penalty call on Hallam. And Latham frustrated as well. Calma needed to be the cry there for him, but I think that's just the way their afternoon is going. A dirty afternoon for the green and white. And don't the Dinamo fans delight in that? Can we play you every week is the cry. And why not when you're on top? You can do exactly that.
Oh, to rub salt in the wounds. You know, the famous chant comes out, can we play you every week? And that's got to sting. Dinamo, 5 goals today. And it's 5 wins in a row for Cam Watson and his side. And they have deserved the points today. They were absolutely ruthless in the first 45. Composed themselves in the second half. Controlled the tempo of the game. And now it's just all about seeing out the 90 minutes without conceding is a big question. Can they get a clean sheet? I'm sure Cam Watson will be happier with a clean sheet here today.
5 goals, 6 shots on target. Maximum effort, Bob. Absolutely insane conversion rate, isn't it? Like every chance that they have been manufacturing, they've been able basically to put away. They just haven't let anything go to waste. It's been ruthless. It's been clinical. And Burns and Fowler are having an absolute day.
Well, just under 6 minutes left to go, plus stoppage time. It couldn't come quick enough for the Gully. For them, they have 1 game left to go after today. And questions will definitely be asked by the supporters. Such high hopes for this side for this season, and it has not gone to plan at all. Dinamo, though, they can enjoy their day out today. They deserved it. They've clearly been the better of the two, as Tavia shot takes a deflection. Sovereign trying to shield the ball, just sends it forward. Almost taking out the coaching staff there. And the countdown begins for Dinamo to celebrate this big performance today. And for Gully, it's what went wrong. We understand they're undermanned, that's for sure, but just not able to get it together. As Flower now, can he rub further salt in the wounds? Gets it into the box. It's a poor cross. Given that time, just couldn't get his angle right. Tavia. Kiama. The ball into Peters. He's offside.
Linesman flagging that quick and proper there. But nevertheless, if you look at the impact of the Dinamo going to the transfer window the way that they have, surely there has to be a situation where this is brought forward a lot earlier, a proper mid-season transfer window rather than a late-season transfer window as we've seen this year. You have to wonder if that is brought forward by about a month or so. You have to wonder what that does to finals. You have to wonder what that does for Dinamo's prospect. As an example, you could be looking at a finals team. Again, it's a lot of ifs, buts and maybes, but I think I would love to see that happen a bit more sooner. The transfer window is a massive thing in football, of course, and it can really define a season, shape and change a season. If it's earlier, surely it just adds another dimension to the regular season and changes the way finals shape, it changes the final shape, changes the title race or even the relegation picture. So I'd love to see that come a lot sooner than what it has been this year.
It's also ensuring you get the right players. It's I get what you're saying, definitely agree. It could be a little bit earlier, but it's crucial to get the right players in. It makes a big difference. That's what Dinamo have done. They've brought in the right players. They knew what they needed. Cam Watson knew he could work his magic with that, and you can safely say he's done a fantastic job. As they've won 5 in a row, unbeaten in 6. So for them, it's a good end to the season. And as you said, it's a lot of what ifs, but they brought it home strong, which is a positive sign. They've got to build on it to next season, continue to recruit well, and I'm sure Cam Watson knows what he needs next season. And for Gully, it's going to be a big off-season for them. They're going to have to really recruit well and ensure that they don't repeat this season as well as did Bullich. 2.5 minutes left to go here. Peters. Latham. Tavia. Lovely work there from Dragicevic now. He's pushing forward. Can they get a 6th? Tried to play the through ball to Flower. Just didn't have enough purchase on it. Anucci. Working hard, Gianluca Anucci. Martinovic clears the line.
On the other flip side of the coin, I think it's going to allow Ramon Felson, from the Gully perspective, this upcoming summer is massive for them. I think, look, part of the challenge is definitely getting the most out of the squad you have once you do come into a side mid-season. Again, way too soon to judge what Falzon can really do here at Gully. I think he needs a proper off-season to really get imprint his style and to really get his style of player through the window.
It's Burns. Oh, I was looking for the through ball. But the spine is good. They've got Strivers, Ragu. You got Josh Hope. You got Jamie Latham. You got Nucci and Peters on the wings, but forwards is where they really struggled. I think they really need two key target forwards because in most games they've lacked goals and got 2 minutes of added time. 2 minutes to go, so Gully will be put out of their misery. And Dinamo, can they get a 6th goal just to wrap things up nicely and finish off the day on a high? Another chance here. Latham getting back there, and it is a corner, so another opportunity here for Dinamo. Can they get Josh Flower his hat-trick? As the heel brings out the yellow submarine. There's another chance here into the box. It's Grigic 1-2, squaring it. Cleared by Gully. And I think a little bit of afters there with Chris Tibb in the thick of it. Gully just more frustrations more than anything, Katie.
And that about sums it up, doesn't it? That's just the way that they've felt after a really dirty afternoon for them. Tibb and Gergic just trying to throw their weight around there from that set piece and just really getting it and really just rubbing salt into the wound a little bit further there. Just going to allow Driscoll to send this long up the park here.
And that is it. The full-time whistle sounds at Churchill Reserve. And it's St Albans Dinamo taking it out 5-0 for their 5th straight win in a row. Cam Watson and his team have done an outstanding job today. It was a hat-trick from Lucas Burns and a double from Josh Flower that really sealed the deal for them, Katie. And Green Gully, it's a day to forget. It's a season to forget. And they're lucky for them, they've got one more game to go. But for the home side in Dinamo, wow, what a finish towards the year for them. They've been absolutely outstanding.
They've secured themselves in the NPL Victoria picture for next season quite comfortably now. And they've come on a right tear at the end of the season, and this is just a further example of that. Burns with the hat-trick, Fowler with the double, doing all the damage. That first half, rampant, I think at times, clinical, ruthless, maximum reward for the effort that I think that they put in, and that has to be the most pleasing. Defensively, they were just able to absorb and they were just able to go back into a structure, really offer Gully practically nothing in going forward, particularly in that second half. As much as they tried, it was a lot of the time was just banging on that Dinamo brick wall. They can celebrate this accordingly. Dinamo deserve this, a good value for the win. Gully, again, they look defeated, they look tired, been a long season, but you need to hold your head high, you need to be better than that. And Dinamo are going to be marching in this afternoon as the cry comes from the hill. Brilliant stuff from them at times, an absolute pleasure to watch.
Well, on behalf of the team here, Katie Lembisky and myself, Alex Sivkarowski, I want to thank you all for tuning in today. It was a fantastic win for Dinamo and their faithful the hill in loud voice all day. Still got one game to go tomorrow night. Melbourne Knights versus Dandy Thunder to wrap up the penultimate round in NPLMVIC Victoria. Stay tuned for our social. Get down to Summer Street if you can. It's free entry for everyone. We want to thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you around the grounds.